What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys. Back again. MTG Arena action, and quick drafts are about to leave, so we got to get into another one. I have just been absolutely loving Bloomburrow. So let's cue this up. If you're unfamiliar with the channel, how we do it here is we're going to draft, have some fun, we'll play some games, and we'll try and enjoy it. So, all right, what do we got here off the rip that we really like? Do we go white? Do we go into white today? Got Take Out the Trash. Got Carrot Cake, Banishing Light. Man, there's some good stuff in here. Mockingbird is really good. Three Tree Scribe is really good. What am I feeling today? Kind of feeling raccoony. I don't know. Or am I feeling green? We haven't done a red-green in a while. Maybe we do a little red-green action. Or maybe we go into white. I don't know. Let's keep our options open here. I'm gonna take this. We might do a little 3-color action, maybe. Take Peerless Recycling, I guess. Maybe we don't go into white. I don't know. Ooh, Life Creed Duo, though. We might be a little interesting today. I don't know. Not really a fan of War Squeak here. Ingrato's fine. Let's see what we shape up with. Season of the Bold. Create a tap treasure token. Exile top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You play them until the end of your next turn. Whenever you cast a spell, deals 2 damage up to 1 target creature. I feel like there's no reason we don't take this. There's Polywallop in here, some other good stuff, but Season of the Bold is fantastic. Ooh. Now we could go low-end creatures here with the white. Blacksmith's Talent's really good, but we'll take the Whiskervale Forerunner. I like Strike Force. I know a lot of people aren't super like high on this card. I really like this creature. We can go a little flying action. Do we want a Polywallop or Life Creed Duo is the question. Polywallop. Brightblade Stout. There's some great creatures here. Take the Sunshower Druid, I suppose. Kindle Spark Duo. Probably Fountain Port Bell if we're going to be running multicolor here. Life Creed Duo. Steam Path Charger. Take the Brew, although I probably won't play that. High Strat is okay, not great. Take the Conduct. Another Sazakap's Brew. Darksaw Arger. Jolly Gerbils. Booming Blast. And an Honored Drayleader. What else do I like in here? Real Sharpshooter's pretty good. I'm going to take the Blast. How are we sitting, though? 10 and 10? Take the Blast. Ooh. Nope, we're going to take Seaglade Mentor. I didn't even see that. The alternate art tripped me up here. We're pretty heavy in this. It's like, do I want another clifftop lookout? I think I do. Just to really fix our colors here. I'm gonna take the other Uncharted Haven as well. Blacksmith's Talent, I guess? We should look for a Junk Blade. I think that's okay. What do we like here? Nettle Guard, probably. Or Provisioner. Do we want to go? We could go heavy with this. I'm okay. I'm going to take the Frilled Sharpshooter. Good creature. We could go double Blacksmith's Talent. Nah, I'm going to do this. Do that. Sword, which we won't play. And Psychic World. This is interesting. I have not gone 3 colors here in many drafts at all. This might have been a poor choice, but only time will tell. Maybe we do end up playing this. And maybe those. Alright, what I don't want to play is this. Lupin Flower Village. Sacrifice it. Like top 6 cards of your library. Reveal bat, bird, mouse, or rabbit. Rest in your bottom of your library. I feel like that could be pretty good. We have a great suite of removal. I don't know about that. Definitely need to make some cuts. Where are we sitting right now? 17 and 13. Probably trim 1 or 2 spells and a creature or 2. Probably get rid of Peerless Recycling. I'm not huge on Steam Pat Charger here. What I want to do is be able to make good use of Whiskerrail Forerunner here, but I don't have a ton of creatures. We might not need to go 2 Pileated Provisioners. That's a removal spell as well. We're looking pretty good from that perspective. So a lot of stuff hits off of Whiskervale, so that would be a really nice payoff there. I want to be able to make sure that we can use Seedglaive Mentor here well. I like 1/1 in haste, that's fine. Weight of the Meek is fine. Probably don't play the Brew. And we'll figure out a few more. You know, Brave can duo with Seedglaive. The problem is we don't have anything else that triggers. It's going to be triggering Valiant, so probably don't need to play that. Sunshower Druid's fine. Nettleguard. I don't mind Nettleguard actually. Just because this gives us the opportunity to take out artifacts or enchantments, which can be really good. And we definitely need the Fountain Port Bells fixing. So we'll figure out what to cut here, our last 2, and we'll be right back. Okay, I think this is where we're going to land. We did make a couple of additional changes. One thing we did bring back is Peerless Recycling. We're a little light on the creature side here. Good suite of removal, though, so I'm not too concerned with that. I do want Peerless Recycling here, because if we do end up churning through some creatures and get into a little bit more of a grindy game, this can actually be really good for us. So we're not going super hard into the Valiant. I love this creature. I think Seedglaive is absolutely fantastic. However, I have a few ways to trigger it, but I'm not going to put too much effort into doing that. Really what I'm looking at doing is just good curve up, try to get to Whiskervale, Frilled Sharpshooter, Pileated Provisioner, get some damage in that way, Life Creed Duo and some of our other flying threats, and then just keep things clear for us is really what I'm looking to do, right? So, you know, we can have this turn into a pretty good removal spell. I don't know. I actually know how interesting this is going to be. But I think in the right situation, this can be very, very powerful if we're queued up. We need to look at using this pretty quickly, in my opinion, where we have a good amount of cards still in hand. We definitely have some good ways to take use of it on the following turn. So if we had like Season the Bold and a removal spell and a creature, we could hit this on 5 next turn, play 2 things, deal 4 damage. So that could be pretty solid for us. I think Blacksmith Talent and Huntress Talent here are going to be really helpful for us. And we'll try to keep Huntress Talent on the battlefield to queue up some card draw. So we'll see how this one goes. Let's jump into some games. Oh, look at that. How lucky are we? 3 colors off the rip here. Well, double cliff top, look out. We got plenty of fixing to get to our 3 colors here. So what does this do? I'll take the action. I'm going to run relatively slow here, so looks like they're doing the same. Heaped Harvest. All right. I'm pretty good on lands. Maybe they're 3 color too. That'd be cool. Nope, they're not. All right. Just going to be ramping up here. I'm really afraid they're about to play something really big, and I have no good responses to them playing something really good, big. Oh, that's nice. Nice. I can pop that back. That's cool. We can Coruscation Mage here. Do have a take out the trash. There we go. All right. Well, now we're going to ping for some damage. We could play both of these next turn, depending on what we draw. Now, Lupin Flower Village is 6 cards. Batbird, Mouse, or Rabbit. All right, well, this is getting a little interesting here. Try to kill this thing. Well, then we're going to go this route. Still dealt some damage to the face. There's going to be a world in which we get to equip this and give it double strike. I think we have enough mana to do that. Sharp was nice. I have a feeling they have a Galewind Moose. How did I know, dude? How did I know? I was just getting begged to walk into that trap. Absolutely getting begged to walk into that trap. I'll take 6 damage, that's fine. That's the best way I have to take care of that moose. Dang, am I dead? 4. It's not looking good. Oh. Nah, I'm good. Just block here. Does that make sense? Hopefully. What would I want to get back here? Probably Whiskervale. Maybe just Whiskervale? Oh yeah, I fudged that up, didn't I? Yeah, I should have hit the King Knight Fisher. Oh, that was poor. I sequenced that really poorly. I could have taken out the Night Fisher. Well, I think what I want to do here Maybe I should have killed the Sky Skipper duo. Yeah. This is just poor sequencing for me. I messed up that first interaction to kill that Night Fisher, and that's what did it for me. Okay. This will be an interesting start here. Can get Nettleguard out pretty quick. Whiskervale Forerunner follow-up. We got a 5 mana, so we can season the Bold. Builder's Talent. Nice. Fountainport Bell. See, they mono white. Be interesting to see. Oh, white blue. Surprised it didn't power up. Maybe they do anyways. It's not like I'm threatening. I don't, it's like they spend the mana to do that. I don't know what they would have that would scare me. All right, we are drawing a lot of mana. Make green out of this. I'm not really particularly in a spot where I want to... I'm honestly thinking about... If they're not pressuring, I think we just keep holding. Just keep playing mana. I want to have some options with something to do for Whiskervale Forerunner to try to at least get one trigger off of it, you know? They're going to gain some life, put some counters. It's fine. I'll take some damage here. Yep. 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 Take 3, sure. Okay, well, this changes the dynamic quite a bit. Huh. That is not the card I would have thought they would have put that on. The creature, I mean. This was arguably one of the best seasons of the Bolds I've ever seen. I should have played the Plains. That was probably my only blunder, but honestly, that was insane. That was the craziest season of the Bold. Maybe in the history of seasons of the Bolds. That was wild. So does it make sense here? I think I just do this, right? And like, that's crazy. And then next turn, we can do the same thing with Whiskervale Forerunner. And then we can Hunter's Talent as well. So like, we can still keep getting the counters on Seedglaive while also triggering Whiskervale with the sword. Assuming Seedglaive and everything still survives and, you know, all that good stuff. They're just probably hunting for an answer now. That was insane. That season of the Bold was so good. And a carrot cake. Yeah, we'll make some things bigger. They end up killing Whiskervale Forerunner. We just Peerless recycling it back. Just make full use of the mana. We got the trigger. We got the Clifftop Outlook. I'm actually okay with this. Oh, I don't even know that I do that. Yeah, that doesn't even make sense for me to do that, because I could just Coruscation Mage. They're gonna get the 3 life. I guess I probably should have, but we can always Coruscation Mage. Shell Duo. Nice. See if they attack. Are they bold enough? Going to doubt it. They are. Huh. That actually greatly surprises me. It'll have 5 power. They can't kill it. So let me draw. I take the stout, I think. Is double trample and haste. Are they just dead here? No, they have to block with everything. They'll make a 1/1. Yeah, I mean, it's just over. They could sacrifice, get the 1/1. There's a world in which they could also get this back, then play it again. It just won't be enough damage to stop the trample. Hate to tell you, you're still dead. Good game. That was the best season of the Bold. That is exactly probably the perfect scenario that we would run across with enough targets for the things that we were able to play, enough mana to play 3 spells essentially in that turn, dealing out 6 damage. The fact that we drew into a Hunter's Talent. I mean, we decimated their board. We 2-for-1'd, triple 3-for-1'd, just insane. The fact that we were able to play this, target, Seedglaive Mentor, put a 1/1 counter on it, then kill the bird. I mean, that was just wild. That was just wild. I figured we'd be able to get, with Season of Bold, figured we'd be able to get like 2, you know, maybe 1 to 2 triggers off of this. You hope that both cards that you pull from the top, you're able to play until the next turn. But with a deck with a lower curve like we have, and the fact that we've ramped some mana, that was pretty cool. That was actually really, really cool. And then after that, this game was pretty well just over from that point. We just have too much advantage there. Probably sequenced some things poorly, but you know, they did a good job of trying to keep this tap down and, you know, keep triggers, you know, from hitting, but having the talents with our Whiskervale Forerunner and our Seedglaive Mentor has turned out to be quite good. Okay, Forerunner, Bell. I'm going to keep this, absolutely. We're going to grab a green mana here. We can get Hunter's Talent, Revan early. Draw the extra card. We got Whiskervale Forerunner, so we can get a trigger off of that. Get some creature advantage here. This could work out good. We could be okay. Let's draw ourselves a card. What do we got? Land. We'll just Life Creed Duo here. Bond Profit. Okay. What do we do here? Let's just get in some damage. Because really what we want to do is Whisker Veil Forerunner and Hunter's Talent in the same turn. That's going to take both of these mana. We can lock down our splash. Yeah, that's fine. This gives us a good target for Whisker Veil Forerunner now. I'm actually okay with that. I need a turn where I can do that, and I'm hoping I can get a good target here for Whisker Veil Forerunner with the Hunter's Talent. Some good creature. I need to kind of 2-for-1 off of that, and then get the creature. That'll give us some really good advantage. Yep, take the damage. Not worried too much about that. The other thing we do is this. Because now that gives me a trigger. I'm trying to be patient to get that. I don't, you know, they could have a lot of different things in their hand. Bounce spells, some other things. I don't want to lose out on this opportunity. I essentially need them to tap out to okay, I get Blade Assassin really doesn't change the dynamic here a ton. Okay, Seedglaive Mentor would and keeps my Whisker Veil safe. I feel like I'm playing around something that I should be playing around, but I don't know. Cards in hand, 4 mana to go. They have combat. They have some type of interaction. If it's a bounce spell or something, And I don't know. There's no reason to press this. Because we got some options for sure. I'm not really stressed about the damage they're going to do. They're going to deal with 3-4 damage a turn. We're going to be able to gain some of that back. I just take the damage. I'm not going to walk into a combat trick here, I don't think. Or I need to try to not to do that. Just giving Seedglaive Mentor double strike. They have all of their mana open. They have to have something. Okay. Sure. I just don't know what I'm playing around here. Like we have been like trading games back and forth here, and so like I'm playing a little bit more timidly than I probably should have. I don't hate that plan. I don't like overextending. There's no the problem I have with this is there's no advantage to us playing Whiskervale Forerunner and Hunter's Talent in the same turn. We could have done that. We had the mana to be able to do that. We could have again taken out Agate Blade Assassin or one of these low power creatures, which like really for me doesn't make a ton of sense. Powering up Blacksmith's Talent is not a bad waste of our mana, as you came to see. Seedglaive Mentor continuing to get triggers and just getting out of hand. I was fully expecting some type of a bounce spell. And so keeping a little bit of mana up to reciprocate with a play, if we needed to do that, would have made sense. There's a world in which if this would have gotten bounced, and let's say they would have done Pawn Prophet as well, maybe that next turn I could have Hunter's Talent, or at the back end of our turn, Hunter's Talent into Agate Blade, killing it. That saves us a little bit of life. It's still an efficient use of mana. And then the following turn, we're able to do the +2 here. Whiskervale Forerunner, still have this to attack or move the sword to Whiskervale, give it double strike, but then give it trample. Like we could still trigger both of our good Valiant creatures here. I've been very curious to see what they had in their hand, what they were holding on to, because we really there was just trading back and forth. There was interaction, obviously, but we really didn't do a whole lot outside of just get Seedglaive and attack. And we killed Splash Slasher with a Polywallop, which felt like the right play. Get that thing out of there. That way they can't loop it or do any of that stuff, because it can get a little crazy if they're able to do that with any of their bounce spells, keeping things locked down. So that's where we're at. Okay, so this has been a little bit of a rough go. We're at 2-2. You might have ended up. I'm not sure what matches I will keep in as for the recording. I do wanted to post this because that Season of the Bold play was so fantastic. And then we have had some good games. The deck has actually performed okay. It's not been too bad. We've been able to trigger Valiant and been able to get some synergies going. Hunter's Talent with Bandit's Talent, or not Bandit's Talent, the red one, Blacksmith's Talent. With Blacksmith's Talent has been really good. Our curve has been really nice. We've been able to make good use of Season of the Bold a few times as well. We got stuck into a couple of tough games, and that does happen. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I actually like it. I feel like it could perform better than a 2-2. I'm not sure if we'll end up posting any additional matches from this, but likely what happens, one of two things usually happens when I do this, where I don't plan to record the next one of them, is I end up winning a bunch of games and having like a really good streak, or I'll just bomb out on the next one and it's not worth it. So it's like a coin flip for me at this point, but hopefully you've been enjoying. Last quick draft that we'll be jumping into here for Bloomburrow. Dustmorn coming up very quickly. Very excited about that. Gonna be jumping into a whole bunch of stuff for that. Sealed is usually where I like to start, but we'll definitely be getting into some drafts, having some fun. So stay tuned to the channel. Thank you so very much for all the support. Hopefully you've been enjoying all of the MTG Arena action that we've been posting. In addition, if you didn't know, every Wednesday we post pack openings, real live pack openings. Do a lot of collector product. We have a big queue of videos already ready to go, because I can't wait to open the stuff. In addition to that, we'll be getting some Dustmorn stuff in here hopefully very quickly, and that'll be posted to the channel as soon as we can get that in and get those videos done and uploaded, which usually happens very quickly once it arrives in the mail. So eagerly waiting to do that. We're going to do some collector. We're going to do some play boosters of those as well. So I'm excited for it. So if you enjoy those, check out our playlist down below. Lots more MTG Arena action, drafts, and things like that. In addition, we have a full playlist of all of our pack openings, and really enjoyed. We did a fun box battle recently that you should go check out. So probably pop up a little card here. I'm going to flash some socials, do the YouTube thing, help the channel grow. Trying to get to 1,000 subs. It's our first big milestone. Unlocks a few things for us here on the channel, so we'd really appreciate your support there. Likes and comments are always great. Go check out another video, another great way to support us. Links in the description for a whole bunch of stuff. You want to go check out our other channels, join our Discord, all those goodies. We welcome over there, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.